So when it comes to work, if you're someone that obviously doesn't want to work a 9 to 5, or you hate the fact that you have to work for someone, like I totally get it. I totally support that, right? As someone that's felt that way themselves, like I totally understand that, right? And of course, entrepreneurship is not for everyone. Just like, working a 9 to 5 is not for everyone. However, at some point, we all reach that point where we work for someone. Okay, until we get to a point where we say, all right, we create something of our own, and we no longer have to work for somebody, or we don't have to rely on another business or someone else for our income. But if you're someone that's like just doesn't want to work, then it gets to a point where we question, are you just being lazy? Because we all have to work. We all have a responsibility, right? We don't work because of fun or for kicks. Like, we work because we have a responsibility to provide, whether it's to provide for ourselves, to provide for a family, or get the things that we want, right? We have to be productive members of society. Okay, so work is something that we have to do in order to participate in this society, right? So in this video, I'm going to share, I got a few videos that people are going to share their thoughts on working in general, right? Where they just don't like to work, okay? And I'm going to just let them talk, and then I'll share my thoughts afterwards.
I hate when people ask you what you do. Like what's your job? Like, your job is your purpose. Like, that's not your purpose. Like, that's not your main goal of living, is your job. Like, that's not what you do. Like, when people ask me that, I'm like, I live. Like, I get up and I live. Like, I do what I want to do, and like, work is the bane of my existence. I hate going to work. I work at a little cafe, and I dread it. I despise it. Just the thought that you have to go in there and you can't leave, like, or else I get fired. Like, you're stuck there until this amount of time. Like, you have to clock in, and then you are stuck there until you can leave. Like, I just hate it. It makes me feel so trapped and suffocated. I really, really hate it.
Look, I get it. A lot of people don't like, when it comes to work, man, people hate the thought of just them having to be at a certain place, right? But that's work, right? We don't go to work for fun. We don't go to work for happiness. Like, if you can find a job where you're happy and you enjoy it, then, man, you struck gold. But you go to work because you have a responsibility, right? If you don't want to go work, you can go just live under a bridge if you want to, man. You could do that. That's your choice. However, we understand that we have to go to work because we do have a responsibility. And of course, some people don't want to have to be defined by their job, right? And that's up to you to figure out what you want to be defined and what your purpose is in life. But that's up to you. Like, that's no one else's responsibility. If you don't want to be defined by your job, then it's up to you to figure out what your purpose is and what you want to be known for. Right? A job is just there, obviously, to provide, to create income for yourself, so you can get the things that you want. Okay, that's pretty much what it is. Right? It's nothing more, nothing less. How you define yourself, how you want people to view you, is up to you, and how you want to go about your life, and making sure you find some type of purpose within your life, right? Because that's your responsibility. The job's responsibility is just to provide you a job, that you perform, and then they pay you for your time. That's pretty much all it is. Everything else, your happiness, is not their responsibility. That's yours and yours alone. So if you're feeling that way, then it's up to you to figure out what you want to do with your life, and go about whatever way you do about it. Whether it's starting your own business, whether it's finding another job, whatever it is, that's up to you, right? The job is there, provide a job for you. You do the job, you get paid to do that job. So let's let her finish.
I know most people feel that way, and it just sucks that America is like this. We're just stuck in this 9 to 5, in this loop of capitalism. Like, you have to work.
I swear, man. I don't know what it is with our education system. I don't know if it's our education system, but our education system is garbage. That for some reason, when people are unhappy, they go to capitalism. Capitalism is the problem. Like, you hear it so much now. Like, there's so many miserable people that they blame capitalism for their unhappiness. Okay. And I just find it like America's not the only country that has to work, right? It seems like they make it seem like America's the only country to work, and everybody else is just chilling on a beach and just relaxing, having fun, enjoying life. No, everybody in this world, every single person is working, right? Every single person is working to get the things they need in life to survive. Right? Everyone is doing. America is not the only country doing that. And then the fact that they just go to capitalism, which tells me that you probably don't really understand capitalism, okay? Because that seems to be the go-to of people's unhappiness. It's got to be capitalism. Like, no, like find me a system. Look, if you can, I'm not saying capitalism is perfect, but find me a system that's better. Find me something, an alternative. You never hear these alternatives. It's just capitalism bad. But you never hear the alternative. Like, what's the alternative? What other system do you want it? More than likely, they've never lived under any system. They've only lived in America, so they have no idea what they're talking about. But it's just, that seems to be the go-to of their, it seems to be the bane of their unhappiness. It's just capitalism. Okay? And it's just like, it's like, okay, what are these schools teaching them? Like, why? This seems to be the go-to of a lot of young people too, capitalism. All right, but let's let it finish.
If you want to eat. Otherwise, how can you afford groceries? Like, it's just so ridiculous that we're stuck like this. Like, we're here to live and have experiences and have fun and do what we want to do, but we're all stuck at work all day long. Like, that there has to be another solution. So I'm really working on trying to sell my art and sell jewelry and make passive income so I can do what I want. And I want to help others do the same. I want to help you find your passion and find a way to make money from it so you can not work as much. Or maybe quit your job if you're successful enough, because we're not here to work. Like, we're not. We're here to find our purpose and do what makes us happy.
So your solution is to actually participate in capitalism, right? Because you're going to sell your art and your jewelry to people and make money, okay? So why don't you just give away your art and your jewelry for free? Why are you making people pay for your art and your jewelry? That doesn't sound right. These people that are buying don't have, I mean, they probably don't have money. So why are you selling it to them? Right? Why don't you just give it away for free? So you don't have to participate in this capitalistic society that you clearly don't like. But of course not. Like that's why when you listen to them talk, and this is like, what are you saying? You make absolutely no sense. Right? Your solution is to actually participate in capitalism. You're going to sell art and your jewelry. Just give it away for free. Why don't you do that? No, because obviously that wouldn't make sense, because you actually put in work. Maybe you put in work to actually create that art or that jewelry, right? Work that you actually did for yourself. And now you're going to make people pay for that? I don't know. It sounds like a hypocrite. But obviously most people don't know what they're talking about when it comes to it, because they actually participate in that capitalism. And capitalism is a good thing, even for me. Like, capitalism changed my life, right? It changed my mindset about how I can go about improving my life, right? It changed my life for the better, right? And until you find me a system that's better, I mean, it just, whatever you say is just probably not going to make any sense. So, all right, let's go to another video, because this next video is going to be it's going to be an interesting one.
Who decided it was okay to work 5 days a week and only have 2 days off? Like, shouldn't we be working at least maybe 1 or 2 days a week and then relaxing, since we're living on Earth? We're living on a rock. I don't understand why animals don't have to work and stuff or go to school, but we have to. Like, I don't.
She just said that I don't understand why animals don't have to work or go to school, but humans have to. Like, I don't know. Our education system, like I said, is complete trash. We need to throw it in the garbage, because the stuff that people are learning, I don't understand. Like, why don't animals have to go to school? Why they don't have to work and go to school like we do? That don't even make no sense. What are you talking about? And you want to work 1 to 2 days a week? How you gonna make any money? So you're saying these companies should just pay you? Just say you don't want to work and you just want to get paid not to work. I mean, and that's the thing. When people talk about, and not to say all people, but there's a lot of them that say, you know, we should move down to a 4-day work week. That's not gonna make you happy. Just say you don't want to work. That's what it is. 4 days, 3 days, just no days. She's talking about 1 to 2 days. Like, that's not even realistic. What, like, if you're not gonna work, what are you gonna do? You're gonna just sit on the beach, sleep, watch TV, be unproductive? It makes absolutely no sense, the solutions that people have when it comes to work, right? The fact that they're against work. I understand work is stressful. Like, things are very expensive. It makes it hard to, like, really live. But your solutions makes absolutely no sense. It has no logic. The fact that you're questioning why animals don't have to work or go to school. What are we talking about? What are you talking about? First of all, animals work, man. They gotta work. They work They work whatever it is in order to survive. They gotta hunt. They gotta provide shelter for themselves. They work pretty hard, you know. And why they don't go to school is because, you know, they're not. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Like, they're not human beings. They don't need school. They learn from doing. Right. This is how they learn. They learn from actually doing. And it just, I don't understand, like, why do we have to work? It says, why do we have to work to pay bills? Because you want stuff. Like, you want stuff. You want the phone, you want the iPhone, but you got to pay a bill. Like, no one's making this stuff for free, right? Everything costs money. Everything costs money. Everything that you have in your life, this house, this phone that you're using to record this video, it costs money to make these things. And that's why you have bills, because you want it. You want to consume. That's why. If you don't want any bills, don't buy anything. And I don't know, the mindset for a lot of people, it makes you question, like, man, what the hell is going on? Right? Like, what is going on in our society? Like, what, education-wise, like, what are we teaching these kids? Like, what are these people, like, what are we teaching? Like, what are they learning? It's like, because clearly it's just like, there's no thinking process, right? There's no critical thinking. It's just stuff they heard that, oh, capitalism is bad. All this is bad. Like, but they have no reason for justifying why it's bad. It's just that why do we have to work? Because that seems to be the trend. Why do we have to work? You don't want to work? Then don't work. Don't work. All right, but let's let it finish up.
Understand why we have to work freaking 5 days a week. Like, we can't just make a livable wage or just working 1 or 2 times a week and enjoying our life since we're gonna die soon.
We mean you're gonna die soon? What, you dying tomorrow? Like, what do you mean you're not? Like, see, look, you know what it is? I think you know what the problem is? We're too privileged in this country, right? We have everything. We have an abundance of everything. Okay? Social media shows you a whole bunch of lifestyle that, you know, you want to live, and you're like, oh my God, I want to have fun. I should enjoy this life that I'm living. And it's not fair that I have to be stuck at my job working for 8, 9 hours, whatever it is. And I should be enjoying life. Unfortunately, enjoying life costs money, right? That's the reality of it. It costs money, and this you hear it in their voice. They always say, I should be living. I should be having fun. You're not on this earth to have fun. If you want to have fun, go ahead, do your thing. Right? I understand it's important to experience life, and we all want to experience life. We want to travel. We want to experience other cultures, other people. Just, you know, we all want to travel the world and see what it's like. But unfortunately, like, these things, you know, it's not something that you got to work towards. Yeah, you need money to do all these things, and unfortunately, not most people don't really get that opportunity to really travel the world and really get the experience because, you know, they don't have the finances or whatnot. But like, you're not put on this earth to have fun, right? Like, unfortunately, it's not. Like, that's a you know, if you want to have fun, that's something you do on your own time, and you make time for that. Whatever fun, the meaning of fun to you is. But, you know, it's more life than just that. But it's sad to see that, you know, the way the mentality. But I got one more video. This is a very quick one, and I don't know, maybe a laugh, but let's roll it.
God, why do I have to work? I am sexy. I am sexy. Why am I working? What is this?
All right. There's not much said. There's not much need to be said with that one. I'll let you guys think about whatever y'all want to think about when it comes to that, because clearly there's no. I don't need to comment on that. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Interested to hear your thoughts. Make sure you leave a comment down below, hit the like button, share it. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe. All right, so guys, take care. Have a good one. Later.